Okay, good morning, everybody. It's June 29th, 2024, Saturday, and it's 6:04. I actually got out the door before 6. Yeah, in the morning. Another season, it would probably be dark at p.m. But anyway, I am going to go to Allen, Texas to see if I can get any food delivery orders. Okay, hopefully you'll stop. You don't look like you want to. Did you see that? I don't like it when people, they go real, fast, all the way to the stop sign and suddenly stop. That one suddenly stopped and then try to go before me. I know my lights are on. Anyway, and that person's brights are on. So, okay, this is how my morning's going to start. I'm glad there's cloud cover, to tell you the truth. That is very beautiful to see. We've been having a heat wave, and believe me, I'm well aware that other places are having heat waves. It is unusual for a lot of us. It's unusual here in Texas. Having a heat wave started, a week or two ago? I don't know. But, yeah, and yesterday they said that that's the Weather Nation, is it? Weather Nation. It's on my phone, on my smart TV, and whatever. Somebody on it said that it was going to be 111. The feels like the real feel, or whatever they're going to call it. This for whatever it is. But yeah, this is kind of eerie. It feels like it's going to rain. That would be so great. Well, maybe short term at least. But anyway, it was. I saw 110 feel. It was a real feel. That feels like the heat index. I think that's the more appropriate one. Is heat index. And that's hot. I went out yesterday morning. I was surprised. I only did 2 food deliveries, and both of them were really good offers. They were normal. I'm saying really good because I've been seeing a lot of really bad for months now, and hardly ever any really good. Like the last one I did was yesterday was $8 for 2 miles. Seriously, that was good. See, I don't get I've been watching people on YouTube doing these videos since probably before 2020, and I should say myself, I don't say it, that I'm an independent contractor. It's important. And I know when I used to watch them, I was like, what are they talking about? Like, I did make videos about it, saying, they're acting like, this isn't their job. Well, it wasn't. They could, as independent contractors. Finally, one of them said, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Although that would be called subcontractor, that I remember. When somebody else is the contractor, the person, they didn't call them independent contractors. They call them subcontractors when you contract from a contractor. So, anyway, who wants to argue over stuff like that, really? But it made more sense that they don't have to take. I don't take ones that to me are like, that's just stupid. I'm not going to work in the red. In other words, I use my money to deliver their food. No way. I'm not going to do it. It has to make sense. Doing something like $2 for 20 miles really doesn't make sense, and really is not going to happen, plain and simple. Nobody's coming, so I go. And that was I think one of my worst ones. I had some that were 104. One was 104.1 or something like that miles. I've had so many since then that were just unbelievable. And there was a 1 hour and 49 minutes one way. Remember, these are one way. And sometimes they try to send me out to this small town out there. Now, in the area. Well, there are two of them, but the people I know of one of them were, oh my goodness. Like one woman, come on. It's a long story, I've told it before, but basically, I did not know she was ordering ice cream and where she was located because I accidentally touched it. You know, I have that one that puts the, when you're logging off, you know, it puts that button in the same place where an offer will come up all of a sudden, and where you poke is the same place, and it will accidentally take one, that kind of thing. And you don't get to know where it's going until you pick it up. Well, it was a banana split in Texas, and it was going unbelievably far distance, and about halfway, well, not really unbelievably, but about halfway, the person, she had the nerve to send me a text saying if it's any at all melted, then I will be taking it back to the store. I said, you're in your dreams, woman. And I called and I told them, and they said, oh no, you don't have to do that. And that was that, and I got paid full price. So there. Adam ate it, and he said it was awful. So I think I tried a little bit because I'm diabetic and on insulin and all that, and I wasn't gonna try more than a bite. And you know, it's me. I'm not giving any kind of advice or suggestions or anything. Nope. But I didn't think it was worth all that money. Really, just what I would have gotten, and who knows what they pay because it was a specialty shop. Can you say an ice cream place is a specialty shop? Oh my goodness, you see it's morning and I can't drink caffeine, so yeah, some of you who get to drink caffeine, yeah. I'm jealous, not really. Yeah. See, caffeine will make my heart go really fast. I already have enough going really fast, so don't need more. But anyway, so I'm going to go sit out in this place. I really haven't done much morning, and I can't even remember. I was talking about this yesterday. To go out, I was going to kick myself all over the place. When I saw the offers, I didn't take all the offers because I don't do apartments, and some of them are apartments, and so I was just amazed at how good they were lately. Like I said, they were so crappy, unbelievable, and I was getting very discouraged. But this game, to me, I'm not saying I'm right, but it's a lot of what some would call, some call narcissistic behavior. That whole thing of they build you up just to tear you down, and there's no stability. Really, because you might have really good days, back to back to back, then all of a sudden, or just one day, offers really back to back, and then they send you one that's so stupid, you're like, what? All that I've done today, and this is what you're going to give me? It's not the American way. I'm going to put it that way. The way this is all set up, it's just, I'm a 61-year-old American. It's just not the American way. We can complain about the way we do things all we want, but this is ridiculously not American. So, yeah. And having to, learn this kind of thing. What is that right there? What is that? Oh, just a tree limb. I wonder why there's a tree limb. We had those big storms really bad. When was it? I think it was May 28th. Today's June 29th. And so many trees were just, oh my goodness. We had winds. The highest recorded was 90 degrees, 90 miles per hour. Yeah. Well, okay, we're going to see. It's probably going to be a Krispy Kreme across the street. I would imagine that's probably all I'm going to get today. Like Krispy Kreme, and I usually don't say them, but I'm getting to where I now say the names of stores, but stores and shops and restaurants. Look at this. Okay, anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, I do want to make this, show this area out here. You see how much room I have to park. Well, there's a couple rows, I think, behind me, or one, but say a couple. And nobody's parked out here. I kind of feel like I need to go get near a restaurant, to tell you the truth. It is kind of eerie to be all out here all by myself. But you can bet at some point somebody's going to drive up and park right next to me. At least, I mean, the most probably like 2 or 3, but right here where they can see me. Herd mentality. Or some would say they just feel, like I said, it's kind of eerie to be out here by myself. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to show that. So I just restarted my phone. I always do that once I get to the place. I restart it for that area, for that zone. I know it probably does not make any difference, but you know, they're not calling them zones, but I can tell because once I hit, you know, like I move out of one of them, all of a sudden I start getting offers, like when I stop, because I don't do them when I'm driving. I'll get offers that are boom, 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 really bad ones. Used to. These days, I think fleet people get them first. And yeah, I do really believe. Yeah, I had a really annoying experience with one of those fleet people. He delivered to the same place, and there was a funeral procession. I kept saying progression. It's been so long that I've said it, but no, it's procession. Correct? Yeah. But, and he was next to me. I was the first person to have to stop forward. The police, you know, stopped me when they were coming, you know, before they came across the street, because they were going across from us. And he was next to me, and then once it started to go, he had to get himself in front of me. Seriously. And that meant the last person in it, he was real, like, you know, tailgating. Some people have, what do you call that one, a moral compass? Yeah. See how fast the clouds are moving? Anyway, I'm going to see what happens. Okay. Just had my first order completed today. It's 7:29, really, seriously. And I was out at 6. But it was a meet at door. And then I got to the door and he texted to leave it at the door. And you better believe I videoed it. So, and whether they're there, the texts are there. So, what are y'all doing? You paying attention to somebody behind you? Okay, don't back up on me. Yeah, maybe somebody needed to be out there, don't you think? Okay. Anyway, I don't know which road was this one? I think I went down to, yeah. Need to go back a little bit. Well, I don't know. I don't know this road that well on this side, so I don't know where I would stop to just, you know, I don't do them when I'm driving. So, that's so dangerous, man. You're trying to accept an offer while you're driving. And one of them, it's one of the apps, that's the way they do it. I mean, now this I confirmed, not the one you might be thinking about. No, this one I confirmed with an employee of the actual delivery service. Yeah. Okay, why are you so freaking close to me? Because you're, wow, that was unbelievably close to me. Somebody not driving right today, but I don't. Anyway, you know what I wanted to talk about a little bit today is, you know, I've been hearing about, you know, every once in a while I'll watch those YouTube videos of people who also do this. You know, it's not their job to do the videos. It's, you know, not people whose job it is to do the videos and all that. But they talk about various things, including being deactivated. I've watched some of these since before I ever even thought I'd do this job. But, I mean, years ago. I've only started doing this in July of last year. Not even a year yet. But, they talk about being deactivated, and I'm going to keep going because I'm not going to slam on my brakes, but it was yellow. Anyway, deactivated, and I've never been deactivated from anything I did. I have mentioned this how many times? I did decide on one of them. I'm not using that. Oh my gosh, what they did. I don't even think it's legal, and they try to get me to sign a new contract after that. That basically it said that my past contracts would be null and void. Oh no. I don't think you can do class action anymore. I don't know. See, I'm not into the law and all that stuff, so I don't want to be lying. But nope, I'm leaving it just like it is. I know. Now, just what I said. A lot of people say, me, myself. If I heard me, myself, as a stranger, somebody say the words that I'm saying, I kind of go, because don't we all know you really can't fight them? Anybody. You can't fight City Hall. And that's, even me, myself, just having said just that right now, we go, dude. Because we want to believe we have some say in something, just, okay, I thought about turning there, but no. Just say in something in our lives that we're not controlled by big business or whatever, and that we actually can say, you're not doing that to me. They're not going to put, like, when was it, last week or the week before, I got a head of lettuce. I could buy groceries, and one was a head of lettuce, and I've complained a lot about, to the store managers and all, that the stench, it's an odor to me, of what they clean with is really strong. It's on the packages. It's on anything basically the refrigerated. I'm not nose blind because I use free and clear stuff as much as I can. Free of fragrance, free of dyes, clear of dyes, whatever, however it goes. But, so I'm not nose blind. But in the store, yeah, you can be, I have become nose blind, and I get outside and, whoa! Well, this one I actually got home, bagged up with the other stuff that had that odor on it. This one was a head of lettuce, and I wash everything now, that I can, everything that I could. Well, that head of lettuce, it got inside, just water did, and so I opened it up, and that stench, that one is an odor I will never forget. Okay, it's a bad odor. And what are you doing? So anyway, I just, that was it. I haven't said anything to them. I've reported it I don't know how many times, and they say, I've never heard of anything like that before. That's a favorite comeback to everybody, isn't it? I've never heard of anybody reporting that. I didn't see it when I went out. It's a favorite of a lot of places, a lot of different types of places. I didn't see it when I went out. Yeah. So, oh boy, could I ever say so much more to that. But anyway, I opened it, and it was, the smell was on the lettuce. It was an iceberg lettuce, a head of lettuce. It was on the out one, outside layer. I peeled that off. The smell was on the next one. Peeled that off. I think it was 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. I had to peel off, and finally, it didn't smell like that. You bet it when I trashed it. Okay, no matter what, I wasn't gonna eat it. But that is, just unbelievable. And we'd like to say that we have some say about it, right? We can call a health department, or I really don't know who all you can call about something like that, or their manager. And their manager, from what I've been told before, by a health department, is it that you complain to them about it, to the store manager, okay, and they must report it. Now, was I told wrong because they don't want to have to deal with me? I never, don't worry, I don't abuse that or anything like that. I just call and ask a question, what do you do? Or something like that. And anyway, they're supposed to report it. I do wonder if they do. Because I mean, wow. I'm serious, just wow. Okay, how did I get on that subject anyway? But we like to think that we have some kind of control. Do we? Do we have any kind of control to say, hey, look, you're getting this odor, which is some kind of chemical. It has to be, right? I don't know. That's not my field. Okay, but it's getting on the lettuce, and the lettuce is smelling like it. Well, wait a minute now, you know. But they're not going to see it. I don't know who would be they, you know. So I don't know who they report it to. The they, you know. And they might not say it. The person they're reporting, wow, this is busy. Okay, am I going to have a way to get in? Wow, look at this. But, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything that they are going to do because I don't know who they are. And I wouldn't speak ahead of time. So strike that comment. I was just saying, wow. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be there in the first. Okay, I meant to say that it shouldn't be there in the first place. And I cannot be the only person who isn't nose blind because I use free and clear, or they would be making the free and clear stuff just for me. You see how ridiculous that would be. So I'm imagining somebody on this planet, wow, dude, somebody on this planet has smelled the odor themselves. Adam has. Adam's practically nose blind. I'm serious. That man, I'm saying, you don't smell this? Nope. Don't smell anything. I think it's called denial. But on this stuff, oh man, he's been there with me. He's been there and smells it and like, this is horrible. And he told me it smelled like a perfume, a cologne of men from a particular country, you know, near where he grew up. Yeah. I keep saying a country across the globe, but if you look at the globe, which I try to do online, you can try to find what is exactly across from it. Oh, okay. That's not easy. Trust me, I think it's Russia, isn't it? And no, he's not from Russia, so yeah. But you get the gist. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna sit here for a minute and see if I get anything coming from here. But that's a lot of these trucks. Maybe I need to move from actually this spot too. I remember one of the times I was out here sitting here trying to get some offers, some good orders from them. It was the police. I don't know what they were doing, but there were so many police cars drove up behind me, parked like I was where the guy just walked, and then they parked on the other side. Dude, I'm not waving at you. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's 7:41. I've done one. I've been out since 6, but anyway, I'm looking at my camera, so I saw the time on the mount. A lot of people out working, so I'm sorry I'm kind of distracted. Anyway, I don't know how this is going to work for me. I want to start doing mornings, and the one the offers I'm getting in the morning, they were pretty good. I don't remember what this one was, but it was pretty good. It's just that the driving distance is bad on that one, on that app, that service. The driving distance is always bad. I mean, not always. That one $8 for 2 miles was good, but quite often that's a rarity. You know, usually anything that's good, not very good like that one, but good, is $1 per mile. So, and that's really not good, because like that, I had to come back for it. I could have probably tried out there, but I don't know that area, and it's a lot of road construction out there. That's not going to make things easy. So it wasn't easy to get there. So anyway, I want to see what I get out here. Okay, it's now 8:11. You're going to hear me pouring my Diet Pepsi, caffeine free, into a cup. I went in there, went to the ladies' room, the one marked for people with disabilities. You know, they have the bars and all that. And I have muscle atrophy because of my rare health condition in my hamstring muscles. So I have to have those bars. I have to have at least the right one in the restroom. And it was closed. It was out of order. And that's a scary thing for me, is to use the regular one, because one, I'm tall, and the seats are really low, I guess for kids, you know. And that's an issue. And then the hamstring muscles, yeah, it's difficult, okay. And then I was waiting in line. I just wanted a cup of ice, because I have my little thing I have with me, that I have cans of, right now I only have 2 with Diet Dr. Pepper, caffeine free. Can't drink caffeine, like I said earlier. And I don't drink sugar because I'm diabetic. That's how I call it, drinking sugar. Really, I'm 61, and I think I quit drinking sodas with sugar in them when I was 25, maybe 24, somewhere around there. And I'm not suggesting this to anybody at all. Don't take mine. I have a rare health condition. This can happen, and did with me. Quit drinking, as I say, quit drinking sugar. I lost 45 pounds in 45 days. Not healthy. That's not healthy. That's what I always heard. That's not healthy. Well, that's what happened. Plain and simple. You know, so it was a long time ago, like I said. But anyway, I'm still here. It's 11. It's 8:13. But I'm still sitting here. The sky's clearing. It's going to start getting hot. But I need to figure out a better plan, because I've been doing this almost a year, and so much changes every time I turn around. It's so dependent on, because of where this is and all that, it's so dependent on, you know, if, you know, students, really. And that's not just students at grade school, you know, the ones that are 18 and older, in high school, you know. It's, I keep saying, you know. But it's, especially the college, university, we're surrounded by, and this is a wealthy county, lots of people's kids going off to college and coming back, and any time that they're home, it's consistently, the offers would go down to basically nothing. And let me tell you, most of November and December, December, and part of January was bad, and now it's summer, and they got out, some of them got out starting early May, and it's been bad. So I don't know, I needed to think of another plan, and I keep saying that, and then I don't do anything. I don't change it. But because I'm doing this for health insurance, you know, to get affordable health care. This is Texas. I cannot explain to you how it works, because I'm definitely not a voice of authority, because already I found out different things than they told me last year. So, is that a Bubba truck? Look at those tires. Do you see it? But, I mean, a big Bubba truck with the big tires. This is just the way I'm seeing it from where I'm sitting. Anyway. Yeah. But the way I have to prove to the government that I can make a certain amount of money, you know, each year, and that I get the affordable health care. All I wanted to do was buy it myself, pay for it. It's very expensive monthly, but that's all I wanted. I didn't want to have to go through the government to do this, to do that, and approve this and that and the other. I have the cash. I want to pay for it. Nope. So you would think I'd be able to. So far, and calling directly to the, so far, what I've found, it's calling directly, like they say call, you know, these insurance companies, health insurance companies, directly, and then they say, no, you need to call these, and these people are big salespeople, and they're going to call you 20, they're going to put your number in, even though you said don't. They're going to put your number in and have all these people call you. Well, then you must have put something online. if it has the logo or whatever it is for that, and they state that they are for that, why would I not? But actually, I don't give them too much of my personal number. I did put a phone number on one. Then I got 20, around the first day I counted 20 calls, okay, from 20 different people. And as soon as I put it in, boom, 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 they're rushing to be the first. Disgusting. And I kept saying, do not call me again. None of you call me again. Mark it as do not call. But they kept doing it, and I kept hitting report, 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 report. And I would tell them, I'm reporting you. Report, report. Hang here. It's just such a disgusting thing, don't you think? And see, I don't want to be that person. And I have been this person for a long time. But, you know, my master's degree is in sociology. And yes, you say, I can hear people say, well, then why are you doing that job? Because of my health condition. Part of it is, besides the hamstring muscles, is the, am I saying that right? Is the edema. I have to be able to go home whenever I need to, period, and elevate my legs, period. That's it. And what job's going to hire me? Right. Exactly. You know, when I need to, it can be any time. Okay, when I say, whoa, my ankles are really, really swollen. My feet feel like, you know, somebody, like it has shrink wrap on it or whatever. You know, because it's actually the other way around. It's too much fluid. And my feet look the same way. You know, okay, what are you doing, woman? Texting. Gotta stop texting. Anyway, I gotta do something. So, but I'm gonna try to see if I get anything else this morning. Probably not. This is Saturday, and I always know Saturdays pretty much no. So, let's see. Okay, I might as well give it up. It's 8:33. I'm not getting anything, but this last one I got was $2 for 4 miles. That's not happening. Oh no. And $2 and some 36 cents or something like that. Nope. And that was me since that time, really, that I last mentioned, and it's not going to happen. I guess because of the cloud cover. A lot of people have decided to go out, maybe. And we'll never know these. Like I say, it's fiction, it's speculation. But fiction, because we're creating some story in our mind of what's going on, why it's happening. Some people go the route of conspiracies, you know. I don't call them theories because, well, anyway. But, yeah, because some of it, you know, is actually possible. Some of these, so I really wouldn't even call them conspiracies there. But, I mean, it's somebody's conspiring. They're conspiring, yeah. That kind of thing. But, I mean, everybody who's 18 years old or older and it's legal for them to work and they can, that's none of our business, and that they're going to be out working, it's not our jobs. Well, when I was talking, I've left a lot open as usual when I start talking about, but that whole thing about hearing people who were deactivated, and I do know how it sounds whenever you're complaining about something that was done wrong to you. A lot of people, it just makes some people cringe for various reasons. Some people just might not even believe the people, you know, especially if they know them as being, I mean, you might have one that's, you know, as being a really nice person. The other one is just a total jerk, you know, self-important, and then another one, you know, who you're not sure about, you know. You're like, huh? And then there are some of them that you actually see from when they were young and, you know, younger, like, say, 18, just starting out working, and then you see them progress, and then you still don't know what to think about them. Because sometimes they say things that just seem a little shady, and sometimes they don't. You know, sometimes they seem totally like they do things by the book. They don't cut corners, or they don't this or that, or they don't try to screw the system. You know, too many out there, and then they complain whenever something bad happens to them. I'm one of those you wouldn't know what to think about. But I'm going to tell you, I don't try to screw any system. Although I had one time. It made me wonder, and it was recently. It was, when was it? I don't know, a couple months ago. And I wondered, wait a minute, what is happening here? You know, what's this doing? I just kept doing it because maybe that's what it was, and it stopped. It got me. But I didn't know. Like I said, we're just speculating. Why was it working in the first place? Why was it doing that? I didn't do it on purpose. So, you know, those kinds of things. None of us are angels. Not yet, at least. So, nobody's perfect. We all do stuff wrong every blue moon. No, sometimes it's not intentional, and sometimes it is. So, we have those people. But anyway, I know how it sounds irritating to me. Like I said, I would sound irritating to me when I talk about that one time that I got contract violation. And I never used it since, and I'm not, because I saw what happened after that. And like I said earlier, and that was shady. That's wrong. It's like I said, it may even be illegal. I would think it's illegal because I've actually had to call a Department of Labor, not on me, not for me. It was a grocery store I went to, and the woman said that if they don't do the coupons right, then they take them off of their pay, the cashier's pay. I said, oh, no, you don't. Whoa. And I called the Department of Labor just to find out if I was right about that, because I'm not a voice of authority on it. But, you know, my master's degree in sociology just kicked in, and I said, these people are probably struggling as it is. The store and where it was, and I can imagine them paying them minimum wage, which has been for 15 years has been $7.25. So I called Department of Labor, and they gave me the one to call local, and I called them, and they said, nope, they cannot do that. It's illegal, and I'm going out there. I think the guy really probably did legitimately went out and told them, no, you know, you can't dock that from their pay if they get a coupon that's the date's expired and they didn't catch it. Docking somebody's pay, man, that crap. But this delivery service, they just wiped it right off of my my account. I've said that so many times. I'm tired of talking about it. But I talk about it so many times because people need to wake up. What is that over there? Can you see it? Let me see. Let me see if I can zoom in. Enough. Probably not. But it looks like what is that? I guess, I mean, I know what it is, literally, but what could it be used for? The red one, you see? It's got an air conditioner, right? And thing, is it one of those, what's it called? Some people call them roach coaches. That's bad to say, but you see it's got the vents on the top. I would think that's what it is. It's what it looks like, right? But anyway, squirrel moment. Sometimes I do have actual squirrel moments. I tell the little squirrelies to get across the road. Don't do that. Don't go on this road. And I'll feed squirrels in the morning at my house. Squirrels and birds. Anyway, I guess I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have to do something else, and I've said this multiple times that I need to try to get my first offer at least from home, and then, you know, just go from there if it continues. But I tried that, and because it changes, I think it changes from the home Wi-Fi to the road. I've had trouble with the Wi-Fi today, by the way, because it kept going to mobile. Okay, I'm supposed to just use the one that says Wi-Fi, and it will flip back and forth. And I think that could be a problem I was having. Well, no, I was having a problem with it earlier because it wouldn't log me off. I'm calling it just log off, no matter which app it is. Log me out? I don't know what would be correct, because it's not completely logging off, but just shutting it down to where they don't send me any more offers. Log off. And and it wouldn't let it log off. I didn't like that because they had tried to send me one. I heard bing, and then went off, and it went back on, and I'm like, oh great, now I'm going to have more of those. It's always something. I'm serious. This is a thing in all my life. This has been, and I was a career student. I did a lot of temporary jobs and seasonal work and stuff like that. And this would have to be the one that I would complain about the most. Because, like I said earlier, this is not an American way of employees and, even contract. I cannot imagine. I knew a lot of contractors before. And I was a contractor before. And no, this is not that. This is not normal. No reward. The whole thing I said, like some say narcissistic, they build you up just to tear you down, and like the ARs, that's accounts receivable to some people, by the way. But this is acceptance rate, how many you accept, how many offers you get, that kind of thing. That's the most stupid thing. It's not really meant for the contractors at all. Nothing, so far have I seen that's really out there to help or to get the contractors to want to stay. And that does not make good business sense to me. Hey, I worked on a post-bac in business, and I said, oh, no way, they're not going to make me use everything I learned. My degrees are in psychology and sociology. Learned as an undergraduate, even. Not graduate, but undergraduate. And they're not going to make me use those to con and manipulate employees. And things like, seriously, they were teaching things like how to, this is at a university, but how to get your employees to make friends at the job so they won't quit, but they'll accept things like lower pay because their friends work there. And you can do different things with them because they don't want to leave their jobs because they got so many friends. And it's their whole social world. It could be, or a big chunk of it. Oh my gosh, no. Wow. And this makes me think of that, but worse. Worse. Wow, even that kind of thing here in the United States, by the way, was very low. It's low as you can go, to me. Well, not really. I've seen worse, but really, okay, I'm going to have to move here. I don't like that guy who's walking behind me. But, I gotta pay attention to what's going on, Anyway, overall, this of just trying to get people to work for free is definitely not an American way. Although I have to say, I had always heard, okay, when you are not clocked in on a job, when you're not clocked in, okay, you say it's your lunchtime and you're actually clocked out for lunch, and then they say that you have to work through your lunch, I'd always thought that was illegal. They can't make you work for free. But I found out, and it probably still is wrong, that some employers can. I still think it's wrong. Okay, even though I heard from a source that should know. No, it's not with the government though. But I don't actually remember who it was, where it was. Maybe it was. Okay. But no. That's not an American way, making people work for free. I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot say I'm fairly certain that's illegal, but in my mind, yeah. But this is a lot of, if you can set up parameters that I've said before, to where people don't go 20 miles for $2. Don't even offer them that. Really, why are you offering people that? That's working in the negative. So, wow, not just free. It's in the negative. You're just using your money. Who gets 20? I thought my SUV got better gas mileage, but that would be about a gallon. And who's gallon anywhere around here? Anywhere in the United States is $2 a gallon. Seriously, that's just one way. Remember, got to go back.